Hey there, rock fiends and riff chasers. Imagine a tune that slams into your skull like a velvet hammer, blending the grit of street survival with that sweet, elusive dream of escape. Yeah, we're talking Paradise City by Guns N' Roses, the anthem that's got everyone from barroom brawlers to suburban dreamers fist-pumping in unison. But hold on, what if I told you this earworm wasn't born in some glossy studio, but in the sweaty confines of a rental van reeking of beer and bad decisions? Stick around, because we're about to unpack the chaos that birthed this beast, from its humble hum-along origins to the wild ride that turned it into a cultural juggernaut. And trust me, there are twists here that even die-hard fans might have missed, like why Slash nearly derailed the chorus with a line that could have gotten the whole thing banned from radio faster than you can say parental advisory. Let's rewind to the spark that ignited it all. Picture this. It's 1986. Guns N' Roses are still clawing their way out of the LA club scene. A pack of misfits with more attitude than amps. They've just wrapped a gig up in San Francisco with some outfit called Rock N' Riders. Nothing fancy, just another notch on the tour belt. Now they're piled into this beat-up rental van, heading back south on the freeway. The kind of ride where the seats smell like stale smokes and yesterday's regrets. The band's buzzed on cheap booze, passing around acoustic guitars like they're communion wafers. Slash, that top-hatted wizard with the Les Paul slung low, starts noodling this jangly intro riff, fast arpeggios dancing up the fretboard, hitting that 12th fret sweet spot. Izzy Stradlin jumps in with some rhythm chords, Duff McKagan slaps bass lines on whatever's handy, and Steven Adler's thumping beats on the floor and empty beer bottles like a caveman discovering percussion. Out of nowhere, Axl Rose, our fiery frontman with the voice that could shatter glass or soothe souls, starts humming along and drops the bombshell, "Take me down to the Paradise City." Boom! The van erupts. Slash, ever the provocateur, chimes in with, "Where the grass is green and the girls are pretty." But wait, that's not the full story. Slash's original pitch was way raunchier. Where the girls are fat and they've got big titties. Yeah, you heard that right. The band erupts in laughter, but they put it to a vote, and democracy wins. The cleaner line sticks because, let's face it, radio DJs back then weren't ready for that level of anatomical honesty. What if they'd gone with Slash's version? Imagine Paradise City as some underground bootleg banned everywhere except truck stop jukeboxes. Instead, it becomes this universal plea for escape, threading that needle between raw edge and radio gold. They keep building it round-robin style, lyrics spilling out like confessions at last call. The verses paint this brutal portrait of street life. Just an urchin living under the street. I'm a hard case that's tough to beat. That's Axl channeling the band's own hustles in LA. The poverty, the dodgy deals, the constant grind where you're one bad gig from eviction. Then there's rags to riches, or so they say. You gotta keep pushing for the fortune and fame. Obscure nugget here. This line nods to the American dream myth that the band was both chasing and mocking, fresh off the Sunset Strip where every corner kid thought they were the next big thing. But it's all a gamble. Treat it like a capital crime, leading to that dark twist. Strapped in the chair of the city's gas chamber, why I'm here I can't quite remember. Grim, right? That's death row imagery, folks. The ultimate dead end for the rock and roll outlaw. And don't miss, Captain America's been torn apart. Now he's a court jester with a broken heart. Captain America. That's Axl skewering idealism. Your all-American hero reduced to a fool in the court of fame, heart shattered by the industry's meat grinder. What if Cap really showed up in the video? Picture him moshing with Slash. Talk about a Marvel crossover nobody asked for. As the van rolls into LA, Slash caps it with that monster-heavy riff, the one that explodes the song from acoustic jam to full-throttle rocker. Fun aside, this was the first tune the original lineup, Axl, Slash, Izzy, Duff and Steven, wrote together from scratch, crediting all five as songwriters. And get this obscure bit. Guitarist Andy McCoy from Hanoi Rocks, a band Guns worshipped, later claimed the chorus riff was a slowed-down lift from their Lost in the City. Coincidence or homage? Either way, Hanoi's Nasty Suicide even cameoed in the Paradise City video, rock family ties at their finest. Another whisper from the shadows. Tracy Guns, yeah, the LA Guns guy who was briefly in GNR, says the main riff echoes Black Sabbath's Zero the Hero. Sabbath influence on GNR? Who knew? It's like finding out your favorite burger joint secretly cribs from Grandma's recipe. Fast forward to the album Shenanigans. By '87, Guns are locked in with producer Mike Klink, hammering out Appetite for Destruction in seedy studios across LA. Paradise City clocks in at nearly 7 minutes, a beast that closes side one with epic flair. Here's where it gets quirky. It's the only track on the album with a prominent synthesizer, Axl's brainchild, adding this eerie layer to the intro whistle. Yep, that's Axl whistling, not some session bird. Recording the solo. Slash admits he choked under the red light, needing a full day to nail that blistering 30-second shred, shorter than live versions, but packed with fire. The album drops in July '87 to crickets at first, Geffen's pushing it, but sales are sluggish. Enter the singles game. Welcome to the Jungle and Sweet Child O' Mine start bubbling, but Paradise City waits till January '89 to hit as the third single. Shenanigans ensue, formats galore from 7-inch vinyl with B-sides like Used to Love Her to cassettes that fly off shelves. The video. Pure chaos captured. Directed by Nigel Dick, it's a black and white frenzy blending footage from Giant Stadium in New Jersey, where Guns opened for Aerosmith and Deep Purple, playing to 60,000 screaming fans, with clips from Donington Park in England at the Monsters of Rock Festival. Obscure fact, at Donington, tragedy struck. 2 fans died in a crowd crush during Guns' set, a dark cloud over what should have been triumph. The video shows the band jetting between gigs, Axl in his signature bandana, Slash shredding amid pyrotechnics. It's raw, visceral, like peeking behind the curtain of rock stardom. What if they'd filmed it in an actual van? Probably would have ended up with motion sickness warnings. Release timing. Perfect storm. MTV loops it endlessly, pushing the song to number 5 on Billboard, number 1 in Ireland, top spots worldwide. But here's the jab. Appetite was initially panned by some critics as sleazy hair metal fodder. Fast forward, it's hailed as a masterpiece, selling 18 million in the US alone. Talk about rags to riches. Now the rise to mythic status. By '89, Paradise City is everywhere, blasting from car stereos, fueling mosh pits, even sneaking into weddings for that ironic first dance. It becomes Guns' encore staple, often sped up in later tours with Axl yelling the host city's name like it's the paradise du jour. Chart magic, number 14 on mainstream rock, but culturally, it cements GNR as the bad boys of rock, bridging glam metal's sunset with grunge's dawn. Obscure trivia, the song's double time shift in the last 2 minutes. That's Slash's fastest solo on record, ranked number 3 in Total Guitar's greatest solos list. And the cultural ripple? It flips the script on GNR's dark themes. While jungle is urban hell, Paradise offers hope, influencing bands to mix grit with glory. Satirical swipe. Imagine if Nirvana covered it, Kurt Cobain whistling the intro in flannel. Would have been the ultimate grunge betrayal. But the real magic happens live. At the '92 Freddie Mercury tribute, Guns belted out first, honoring Queen while owning the stage. Or the '91 Ritz show in NYC, captured on Blu-ray, pure electricity. The song's mythic aura grows with every tour, from Use Your Illusion extravaganzas to the Not in This Lifetime reunion. What if Axl and Slash never patched up? Paradise City might have stayed a relic instead of packing stadiums in 2025. And the fans? They turn it into folklore. Midwest folks claiming it's about Indiana hometowns like Lafayette or Bloomington, where Axl grew up. Axl's never confirmed, but that ambiguity? Genius. It lets everyone project their own paradise. Diving into legacy and lasting weirdness, this tune's tentacles stretch far. Pop culture devours it. Tom Cruise belts a version in Rock of Ages. It's the theme for the Burnout Paradise video game. The whole city's named after it, with the song bookending the credits. Movies like Can't Hardly Wait and Thor, Love and Thunder crank it for epic montages. Covers? Pat Boone's lounge metal take on Inner Metal Mood is hilariously bizarre. Picture your grandpa crooning over Slash's riff. Then there's Entrance's 98 electronic remix, peaking at number 4 in New Zealand, turning the rock beast into a rave staple. Obscure weirdness. Fans parody it as Poultry City, swapping lyrics to Where the Grass Has Bugs and the Peacocks Are Pretty. Absurd chicken-themed absurdity that somehow fits the song's playful core. Cultural ripples. Paradise City helped resurrect hard rock in the late 80s, proving sleaze could sell without selling out. It influenced everything from sports anthems, think arena pump-ups, to memes. Remember that 1,000 musician cover? Thrilling chaos. But here's the self-roast. For all its glory, some critics call it overrated, saying it runs out of steam halfway. Puff, like that stopped it from landing on VH1's Top Metal Songs, number 21, or Rolling Stone's Greatest Ever, 459. Lasting weirdness? Axl's vocal overdubs, 4 or 5 layers for that soaring range, with Duff and Izzy harmonizing low. And the synth? Still the album's odd duck, but it works. What if GNR had gone full electronic? We'd have Axl as the next Depeche Mode frontman. Talk about a parallel universe nightmare. All right, rock lore hunters, we've peeled back the layers on Paradise City, from Van Born Riff to Eternal Encore. If this tale got your blood pumping or your sides splitting, smash that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into rock's underbelly, and drop a comment. What's your Paradise City? Until next time, take me home, yeah!